Good morning. Today is proper weather. I'm not really sure how to say this, but it's actually so beautiful that it's quite consuming. The view from where I live, it justifies a whole lot of shit about South Africa for me, actually. Today I want to try and communicate a little bit about South Africa because indeed I have some pretty shitty news. My cousin got back this week and he's leaving. He's not going to hang in Cape Town anymore. He's not going to stay in South Africa. And of course, as much as we all love Cape Town and South Africa, there's no ways that I can actually blame him. I mean, I don't know how many years ago, 7, 8, 9 years ago, Dave basically sacrificed the entire life that he had built for himself in Canada, full of houses and sports cars and everything, to come back to this country that he loves so much. And now he has to go back. And it's not by choice, it's out of necessity. I'm going to try and stick to this topic because I've got an opinion that I feel. You see, I think South Africa is actually unique. I'm not sure that there's a similar position to be in anywhere else in the world than the position that we are in South Africa.
No, I know what you guys are thinking, like blah blah blah. I'm not gonna go into that.
Look at this place. Look at the sky. Most beautiful country in the world, probably. And I believe that it's even been voted the most beautiful country. I'm upstairs now waiting for Chris. We're gonna head through to Noordhoek to pick up some coffee. No complaints with me. I shall drink coffee and...
I'm not just fucking buying a toy, bro.
Yeah, the drone is expensive, but the course is so expensive. The course is...
Bro, this is why people stay here. This is why people stay in South Africa, because of the weather. That's also why, Europeans should move here, bro. Because it's so nice and mild. Village roast, better be good.
Man, just got home. Look at what I did.
Yeah, look at that. That nasty splinter just slid in there so easily. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out. Can't find any tweezers. Am I really gonna do this? Okay, I'm gonna try and attack it from the other side now. Man, I'm a pussy. God damn. I'm gonna end up sitting here for a freaking hour trying to dig something out of my hand. Oh, it looks like it might want to come out this way. There it is. This is starting to become slightly unnecessarily... Oh my god! Here she comes. Ah! Oh my god! Look at that. Myself open with a pair of scissors and a knife. Right. Man, I did have a fairly chilled out morning with Chris. We went to the village roast in Noordhoek Farm Village this morning, and that was definitely pretty good for some homebrewed coffee. And then I went and hung out with Chris and Stace at their place for what must have been about an hour and a half. The usual topic is the state of the country. Man, I am really not one to talk. All I can say and all I can comment about is state of the country music wise, and even so, that's not even my thing. My thing is making music. I can just give you my opinion and the reason for certain things, of course being that now my partner in Enough Weapons is leaving, and it's because of these things. I think I'm gonna script something, and my life is chaos right now. I'm gonna script this on a freaking zip print. Before I start, I want to talk about what's brought this on, okay? So Enough Weapons is my main project. I've been doing this project for a long time, and I do it in partnership with my cousin, right? Now, my cousin's been overseas for a good couple of months on 2 separate occasions, and positive or negative, he's in a position where he has to move back to Canada on a permanent basis, right? So this has really brought South Africa to the forefront for me, okay? In light of how we've spoken about it, it being Enough Weapons as a project, and how indeed we're going to move forward with Enough Weapons being the case that Dave is now going to be based in Canada. Okay, again, just a quick disclaimer, I guess. This is merely my opinion. It comes from a perspective that is not educated completely in the topics that I want, the topics that I want to sort of talk about. I consider myself educated in making music and not really too well educated in the business side of things. So it's an opinion. You can take it or leave it, but okay, so being an artist in SA is not easy, right? Because we just don't have a huge market. For example, we have one national radio station that covers electronic broad spectrum music, right? And indeed it encapsulates all styles of music because we have this one single radio station. However, where Dave is going in Canada, they have 5 radio stations just for that province. That's like having 5 Radio 5s just for the Western Cape. Okay, it is that doesn't exist here that we need in order to become really successful. Another one is we don't even have the online facilities really to purchase music online to support our artists. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying. We got iTunes. People overseas are using Spotify, and Spotify is what streamlines the procedure to a point that it's not just the freaking people who are rocking uncapped internet at home that have access to actually buying music. Never mind the fact that half of the people here won't even get online on their phone to do it because the data charges are so incredibly expensive. The streamlined procedure is not even made available for us. So what happens is not a lot of people buy music here, okay? And I don't think we can disagree on that because there isn't a lot of people who are buying music in South Africa. Because of the structure that exists, and it is getting better for sure. But I mean, as deep as budget-wise, not enough goes into arts and culture in the Cape. Even deeper than that, we could go as far as to say that you actually need a thriving economy in order to support the kind of entertainment industry that I'm interested in. All right, see how opinionated this is getting? Another opinion of mine is that tech is there that makes the world much smaller, okay? And I'm not sure how to describe. I've heard it being called the glass ceiling syndrome that we suffer from here in South Africa, being so literally so far away from the rest of the world, and especially in the past, more so far behind, like literally a couple of years behind in technology, in entertainment, in civilization. I choose to ignore this glass ceiling thing because, well, very early on in my career, I got the opportunity to tour quite extensively. So I just don't, I see it and I don't really believe in it. I mean, I bust the glass ceiling before I even got a chance to play under it. Yet another opinion of mine. Anyway, so moving forward with Enough Whip, we are going to restructure. Instead of focusing on the lack of stages in SA, we're going to focus on making money on track sales. Using our own platform, On a Break Records. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this in the vlog, but my cousin and I have a platform which we have released quite a lot of music in the past, released quite a lot of our own music, and indeed we have, you know, done okay with it. I mean, comparable amounts of money to what we've made in gigging in the country. We've at least made that off the record label and whatnot. All right, so completely restructure it that way. We're gonna he's gonna try and get into the radio that side because, like I mentioned earlier, it's just a way more scope. It's so much more vast in comparison to what we have here, and indeed a massive shift in the music, a massive shift in the production and the outlook on the music, completely free from trying to fit into anything in South Africa. Simply put, I call the kind of music we're going to try and make a new commercial, right? It's not meant to be a term used for genre, it's just meant to be a term used for what is coming next. And as an artist, that is what we're trying to achieve here. So that, loosely put, and minus all the incredibly boring business details regarding restructuring, promotion and whatnot, is what's happening with Enough Weapons. Massive, quite a big shift in my humble outlook on things. So I don't see this as really too much of a bad thing. It's basically just taking our act and essentially basing it overseas. And indeed, it brings the question to the forefront: why am I even here in South Africa? My man, home is where the heart is. I love this country. It's my home, and indeed my heart and my family are here. Everybody's here. I've relocated my wife here. Why am I here? Because I love it. South Africa, I don't know what it is about you, but I love you. And if I do leave, I'll probably be back for you. Okay, well, it's 3:20. I got about an hour and a half. I gotta actually get some proper work done today. First, I gotta have some breakfast of champions. I promised Lily I'd upload 2 vlogs today, but the power's cut twice. I mean, welcome to the frickin' third world. And I haven't been able to upload even one. However, this one is sitting at 84%. Should be able to get it done. So it's 4:36. I am pretty much done with day before yesterday's episode, which I thought I finished last night, but actually it was a gross oversight. I got that finished this afternoon, as well as that lengthy ass section, and it was... Anyway, I just spoke to Lily, can't believe it. Again, she has got a flat tire. Somebody's already helped her out and stuff, she didn't even fuck. Okay, so I'm at the house. Gotta ride Coco to Pony Club in like 5 minutes. It's just out here, so that's no problem. The perfect in-betweener, cancer sticks. Nice house. Goddamn, I was just busy in the kitchen. Little Aurora Rose decides that she's gonna do a small impromptu backflip off the kitchen counter. Landed on her shoulder, almost pulled it off. Almost pulled off a proper backflip. Smash. All tears. Stu sweating his ass off. Hey, there's a 500 just like Kenner's. Anyway, that was pretty stressful, but she's okay. Kids, they do that stuff. Anyway, I'm rushing off now to fetch yet another one. That is the Nautic sunset. Waiting, 7:10. Oh shit. Another one bites the dust. My god, I've been here for 50 and I rushed down here.
I have terrible news for you.
What's that?
You left this door unlocked and the dogs ate your choc blocks.
Are you serious?
I'm not lying. Why did you have to see what happened?
How am I supposed to unlock the door?
You could have called me. I didn't know you were coming.